the Diddy trial. It is so incredibly pointless. We are now on day 7, and we've seen nothing. We're on day 7 of this trial, and all we've seen is that he hits his girlfriend, which we already knew.
And he's not on trial for domestic violence or assault, right? Like,
right.
They're not even one of the tangential charges. So
I mean, they brought yet another person on, by the way, to say Diddy Man bad, which again, Diddy Man is bad. Okay. They brought yet another person on to say that, and they still have not proved trafficking or racketeering. They haven't even touched. They brought on yet another exotic dancer called the Punisher. So what? That's not what he's on trial for. Well, it's not really a bad name for a dude.
It's a dude. I forgot.
Yeah. It's actually a pretty cool name for a dude. Yeah. But like, okay. And so is all of this, they're saying Diddy's facing life in prison because he hired prostitutes. That's all he's saying.
Right. They need to prove the trafficked across, like, brought again over state lines for the purpose of sex, part of the RICO case, right?
Right.
And they're not, it doesn't seem like
hasn't come up.
Is it supposed to be implied? Like, he mentions, like, one of the girls, like, I don't know if it was Cassie or someone else, like, would testify, like, on an international trip, this bad thing happened. Is that supposed to be what's proving the sex trafficking?
No, they're saying most of this happened at a Trump's hotel in New York.
Okay, why are we throwing Trump into this?
Well, because they can. Because it's like all they have to talk about. You know, like, federal agent testifies about raiding his home. Okay, so what? They raided the home, they found drugs. Okay, so what? You didn't charge him with having drugs. You know, the Punisher used to go to these freak-offs. Okay, everything I've seen so far is consensual participation by all parties involved in said freak-offs. Okay, so now what? Like, what is going on? Like, I don't even understand. He wore a face covering. I would too if I was letting some other dude give it to my wife. Like, I don't even understand.
I thought they liked face coverings. I thought this was a COVID thing.
Oh, well. Oh, this is the guy.
The poor joke on my part. Oh.
Yeah.
Well, rough. Horrible times.
Yeah. I don't... the prosecutor, by the way, is James Comey's daughter. Just saying. Hashtag
right, she's been with this case the whole time. I mean, it seems like a weird case and drawn out, and some of it just seems like it's there to trash his reputation. Yeah,
I mean, that's right. That's all it seems like. Like, what are they going to put him in jail for? A couple of low-level prostitution charges?
They haven't even proven it. Hold on, I'll be right back.
Yeah, they can't. I mean, they don't even have. They have these prostitutes are basically saying, yeah, I hooked up with Diddy and his wife. Okay, coolio. Like, so I don't know if this case is ever going to, this is sure his career's over, maybe, but I don't understand. I've seen nothing in this case that would justify any kind of RICO level charges. To me, the case seems contrived. It seems thrown together. It seems, flimsy at best. I don't know. You guys let me know. You let me know what you think. But right now, I don't. I see he was a freak. I see that he hired prostitutes. Okay. I don't even think that should be illegal. Oops, spoiler alert. If two consenting adults want to exchange money for some bedroom activity, I don't have a problem with it. I wouldn't do it. I think God might have a problem with it.
I mean,
go ahead.
Okay, with Diddy, like, what is the long-term plan for him? Like, they're trying to bring up on RICO charges. We said earlier, end of last week, that maybe they were just waiting to build the case. But like, if they fail to do that, and then he gets not convicted of the RICO things, but then he's like a known prostitute user or whatever else.
Yeah.
Like,
So I don't even care about that.
do you think? I mean, I feel like Hollywood is probably going to forgive him in time. He still remains very wealthy. Like, what
they forgave Chris Brown, and he beat the hell out of Rihanna very publicly.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and like,
he had to spend a couple years in like semi-solitude, right? Like, he was in the background for a minute, but like
barely. He's already back out on a world tour, and he got arrested for hitting someone else like 2 days ago. So I mean, yeah, I think this case amounts to completely nothing. You know, that's.
Do you think it's, do you think that like the state should have to pay restitution to the taxpayers, because they spend a ton of money on this case,
millions.
And
well, he's going to get convicted of something. But if I'm on that jury, I'm like, racketeering, how? But they spent 6 days saying he hit his girlfriend. Okay, well, yeah, but that's not what he's on trial for.
He didn't have an assault. That like, I actually don't. I'm not convinced by the way this is being carried out that he is going to be convicted of the charges brought against him. I think it seems like they are doing. It's like they got caught up in the celebrity of it. They're like famous man with famous girlfriends.
Yeah.
It's like it's too much of a tabloid case.
Yeah.
And the details in the testimony are obviously like, they're intense. They have a lot of emotions. It's dramatic, but I just want one person to pull out the corkboard and be like, with the yarn, like being like,
yeah,
this
here's
is
the RICO case.
Here is what it is. Like right now, I feel like you're getting kind of lost in the emotional. And I know last week I said to you, like, maybe
that's the only thing they're talking about, though, HCB. The only thing they're talking about is, oh, he hit his girlfriend. Here's one time when he punched her. Here's another time when he punched her. They're not even talking about this other stuff.
Well, but like, remember last week we were saying like, okay, so maybe the prosecution is trying to build the emotion to capture the jury's heart, and then they'll go into the technical. Like, here is the plane ticket that shows that he brought this person over here for this, you know what I mean?
Yeah, yep,
but
yeah.
Like you have said, we're a week into this case, and that has not arrived. I am not a lawyer. I am not a prosecutor, but it seems to me like you either this trial is only supposed to last 2 weeks, right? So
right.
we're halfway
That's
through.
what I thought. Yeah.
So what are we doing? Like,
you're not convicting him.